So this is this week's daily race B at Nurburgring GP circuit. A couple of quite good races in the Alfa 155 V6 touring car. Really good car. This was in the Legend dealership when the game launched for 800,000 credits. So unfortunately, if you didn't buy it then, I don't think there's a way to get it. You just have to wait until it comes back. I bought it because I remember playing this car in Gran Turismo 2, really liking it because it was just so stable and fast. It was great. Still a really good car. I think a lot of old school players may have purchased it, so that's why you might be seeing it quite a lot in this race. But qualified 5th, so yeah, it's got really good acceleration. Catching up to this Supra already, and just watch what happens with this Supra.
Oh my God! It just disappeared. It's a ghost car.
So yeah, just tried to take that corner just tried to cut it too much. It really isn't worth cutting that first corner, just because of the camber on that corner. It can just throw your car around, so I usually try and sweep round and avoid the curbs, but yeah, that car just tried to go over the top of it. It's up to 4th. We've got a couple of 155s and a Tenza in front. I think the Tenza seems to be the one that everyone's going towards, as well as the G7. But this must have been on the first day, the second day maybe, when this race released. So there was still a lot of people finding out what car was best for this race. But yeah, I went for the 155 just because I like this car from GT2, to be honest. Other than that, yeah, probably will purchase the Tenza or G7. But yeah, had some couple of good races in this car anyway, and I think it is viable. Coming onto the back straight, it's not the fastest of cars. You will notice the Tenzas are able to pull away on this back straight and on the front straight, but just braking at the 100 board. I think it's probably common knowledge, and as you can see from in front, you can just completely cut that last bit of chicane. Yeah, it's a shame. The next race, you'll see that actually cost me second place in the next race. Someone just cuts across on the last lap. But back to this race, just braking at the start of the red and white curb, and as I said, you don't really want to hit that curb. There's too much of a camber and a bit of a bumps on the inside. So just coming onto the outside, on the right hand side here, you'll see where the AstroTurf goes into this concrete type of things. Just driving it quite smoothly. The car in front's got a penalty, and on this right hand side, you'll see where where the turn off for the short circuit goes. You want to aim for that one, and then you just want to, for this one, you just want to brake a couple of, I think it's on the second red or white curb on the right hand side, that hairpin. This one, you just want to brake, just have to imagine the back of your car going past the start of that grey curb on the left hand side, and that's where I brake. The Schumacher S's, you do need to let go, just coast into that first part of the S, and then you can then just full throttle it. This corner up here, you're looking at 100 boards. You want to cull it just like that, and this one, again, just dab on the brakes just when the curb starts on the right hand side. And we're right up behind this Tenza. It gets a second penalty, just go straight through it. I don't think it'll be able to catch me on this straight. I've got too much of a speed advantage now. Brake at 100 boards. And then yeah, do the chicane properly. Cutting on to the last lap now. So yeah, just the last lap was just a sort of a time trial drive, really, to be honest. I just put a lap, nothing really happened. I've got a Alfa Romeo sort of touring car livery or suit and helmet. So yeah, clean race, got third, went up 2 positions. In this race, I think a lot of people were using 155. As you can see, 5 out of the top 6 are in 155s, which is a little bit ridiculous. Going to the back of the 155 that have just stopped on that apex, and we're just behind this Swiss driver that we'll see later. So yeah, I think these cars, they are really good. It's a fun car. It's a nostalgic car, I think, for a lot of people as well. For myself in particular, really liked it in previous GTs. So yeah, obviously the Atenza, I think, and the G70 are the go-to cars for this race. It's a little bit unfortunate that it boils down to that. So then, you know, by the end of the event, everyone's running 1 or 2 different cars. But going into this hairpin now, just going down to second, we're in 5th. The Atenza is still in 1st. So yeah, we just need to make sure we don't fall back, that we keep at least within slipstream range of the car in 4th, and we should be able to progress up the field as long as we just stay in contact with them. So for that last corner, I quite like to sort of brake early and have an early and deep apex to then swing round onto this long straight. We are catching, I'm not too sure if it was because of that, how I took that corner or the slipstream. But seems to have got nice little run, and unfortunately I just tapped the back. I didn't want to do that because I've essentially just bumped it forward. Did just want to go round the other side, but just finding my braking points. I can see that there's a fight going on in front. There's a little bit of contact. The person in 4th is probably looking at that as well, being a bit distracted, and it spins out. So yeah, just minding my own race. I just do want to catch up with them, but then one of the 155s crashes into the side of the Atenza. So yeah, now the top 5 are 155s. It's always fortunate when things like that happen, but as I said, just play it nice and calm. Don't do anything reckless, and opportunities like that will come. On to the last lap, last hairpin. I do my usual braking. The car behind's nowhere to be seen. Make a little bit of a mistake there, but it just cuts that corner completely, and he's got my inside. So yeah, a bit of a mistake from me, and the Swiss driver just completely cutting that last bit of the chicane, makes up over a second. A little bit annoying, but third, and we got the 155s. We're all in the top 4. So this is the setup I run for this car. This is my setup. I think it's fairly default. You've got the power ratings obviously and the different things like that, but yeah, give the 155 a go if you've got it. It is quite a fun car. It just lacks on the top speed, really.